So the last checkpoint, hopefully you tackled this one on your own. We're going to find the linear factors or the products of the linear factors and list all zeros for this function. So here they don't give us any zeros, so we'll do the rational tests. So we have a sub o, a sub n. We have pq, factors of 9. And then our leading coefficient for x to the fourth is just 1, so factors for that. So possible zeros. And we take a look at our signs here. We have x to the fourth plus 8x squared minus 9. So we have one sign change. So we have one positive 0. We substitute a negative x. So here we get x to the fourth. And here's positive x squared. So this one I forgot to. So negative x. So that's still a positive, and then we have a negative. So we have a sign change, so we have one negative 0. So it looks like we're going to have one of each, one positive, one negative. And since we have x to the fourth, we have at most 4 zeros, so that means the other two would be complex. So let's go ahead and substitute some values. We'll do 1. So 1 to the fourth plus 8. 1 squared minus 9. So this one, 1 plus 8, 9 minus 9 is 0. So we're in business. So x is equal to 1. One of the factors is x minus 1. Let's go ahead and use synthetic division. So 1. We have x to the fourth, x cubed, x squared, and x in our number. So we have x to the fourth is 1. We're missing a cube, so it's 0. Squared is 8. We're missing an x, so that's 0. And then we have our number, negative 9. From here, we have x cubed plus x squared plus 9x plus 9. So here we could do this again, but if we notice here, we have something in common in both. So we're going to group them. So remember that grouping won't always work. Most of the time, there's a chance that it might. So here I'm going to factor out a x squared. So that becomes x plus 1. Factor out a 9. So we have x plus 1. So here we have x squared plus 9 and x plus 1. So for one of our zeros here, x plus 1 equals 0, so x is equal to negative 1. For the x squared, we have x squared plus 9 is equal to 0. Solve for x. Take the square root, so plus or minus 3i. So the product of our linear factors will be f of x, and we'll get our first factor is equal to x minus 1. Our second factor was here, so maybe it's best to stay organized. X plus 1. And our other factors will be these right here. So that would be x plus 3i, x minus 3i. So that's our product of linear factors. And now for our zeros, we could say x is equal to, we look at our first factor, so that's going to be 1. Our second zero, x plus 1, so that's going to be negative 1. Our other ones, negative 3i and plus, so we'll put plus and minus 3i. So here are our zeros and our product of linear factors.